The last of the pool games here at Emirates Airline Park as the Lions take on DHL Western Province, Xerox Lions, and it's hotting up this competition because the Toyota Free Staters won with a bonus point against the Sharks, so they've moved up the log, and so it's in fact all to play for in this game. The Lions, well, there we have the log. The Lions just need 1 point from the game. They have a far better points average than Free State do, but if Western Province win with a bonus point, and the Lions, well, obviously if the Western Province win with a bonus point, the Lions won't get a point, so Western Province could actually move from 5th up to 7th and make the final against the Blue Bulls. The Blue Bulls handsomely clear on 15 points. They got bonus points from all three of their games, despite the fact that they lost one game. Shows you the toughness of the competition. There's no unbeaten side in this competition. Plus, the sides have had to travel up and down from Cape Town, from Bloemfontein, from Durban, and from the other parts of the country. The Lions team, which has been pretty consistent in terms of their selection, they've had one or two injuries, but they, Cal Smith has been good, Mark Sneyman's been good, and Klapakanya has been outstanding. They've been captained by Travis Gordon on a regular basis. Pedro and Morrison have been the regular halfbacks. Luke Rousseau and Molense also there. Adrian Horn comes into the side, and Sean Baxter, who's been there for most of the time with the Lions. One or two injuries. As Martin was telling me, they've got an injury in the front row, Martin.
Yes, Banele Mtenjane is injured. He's not on the game today. It's a bit of a pec injury, so they'd rather rest him another week, hoping that next week they'll appear in the final, and that's where they'll bring him back in.
So the final will be next Friday. Just to remind you again, Friday the 30th of October, this tournament will come to an end. Now, the Western Province have also had their injury problems. Their scrum half is injured, so Dylan Alexander comes off the bench and gets a run there. They will be captained by Marcel Tunison, the former Grey College student. They have the highly intelligent Chris Schroeder at fly half. I have it on good authorities that he's doing actuarial studies, played SA Schools cricket and rugby, so a very talented young man is Chris Schroeder, and a chance for Dylan Alexander to come in. Bleuler gets a run. He played off the bench in the last game. Fenter, Dechanar, Taylor. Jared Taylor starts in the number 6 jersey, the former Selborne scholar. Also on the bench, quite interestingly enough, they have, who will run on the number 22 jersey for Western Province, the son of Springbok centre Brendan Fenter, whose name is also Brendan, and he will come off the bench. I think the first time I saw him, he was about 4 years old. And in fact, I did a Craven Week game where his dad, Brendan Fenter, played in the Craven Week side out of Monos. And he played for Transvaal. His younger brother Andre went to Grey College in Bloemfontein, then had a very nasty injury. It's Jerome Parvata and his coaching staff parade past us here, and it's a tense time for them. And they've also been in a situation where they've given most of their players a fair opportunity to show their worth, because what will happen now is that the under 21 players, the guys who turned 21 this year, most of them will move up into the senior squads, because starting next year in February there will be an under 20 competition. So a lot of these boys are under 20, but those who are the year older will be going through into the open ranks. So it's also been used by the coaches and the contract staffs to just see how these guys perform and whether they're up to it. It's a tense time for players. Do the coaches like you? Is there a chance? Who's my opposition? Will I get a contract? Won't I get a contract? A lot of the guys are students at Western Province, students at Stellenbosch, and at the University of the Western Cape, also at UCT, and students at UJ and Wits, primarily here in Johannesburg. We had a little shower of rain about 15 minutes ago, heavy rain last night, as Marcel Tierneson, who's got a long history of being captain of his rugby teams, leads the Western Province side out onto a very handsomely turfed ground here at Emirates Airline Park. So, what do we think, Martin?
This game is guaranteed to have full of action, to be full of action rather. And the Lions will also be looking into tiring Province, forcing them on defense lines to always retreat to get the ball in order to work back up. But what their Lions would want to do is to outwork Province and see if they can keep up with the high altitude that we have here in Johannesburg. But Western Province, it's a bit wet underfoot, so we'll like to see if they'll be able to play that traditional coast-to-coast rugby that they showed us last week. And they have maintained the fly half up until the wing Christopher Grobler, and just because of the injuries, Dylan Alexander gets an opportunity to play, and Juan Mostert also coming through. So the speedster Angelo David still in it, Waka Salon still in it, strong runner numbers Willindaba was still in it. So we are in for some action-packed rugby.
So Western Province will play from left to right, and Chris Schroeder, the man to kick off. Paul Mente, the referee. Well, that's a strong chase up by Western Province. As we would always say, they start with great verve. They now have Matt Kutzoff in the red scrum cap, played block forward in the last game when we were here.
Just hold it a little bit. Here's the mark. Just keep it nice and open for me.
That's a good ball for Tierneson. As immediately they get the backs into action. Schroeder away and nicely up there in the back line is Mostert. Come in for Alexander. Good ball for the prop forwards to carry up. Alexander again. Schroeder with the quick hands. Then away by Salon. Zwellendab also hovering on the right hand side of the field. The big outside centre. So defensively they have been pretty good. Probably the side of the tournament defensively, the Lions.
Most definitely, Hugh, and they looking to maintain their structure, playing a well-structured game. Look at that defense line being able to press up and minimize the space that Province has, and also within tackle forcing that knock-on is Busiso Sangweni.
Yeah, Sangweni getting across the field very quickly. They've also got the athletic Chituka. Emmanuel Chituka at number 4 lock can also play loose forward. Some prowess as a middle distance athlete.
Set.
Ronaldo Pedro, it's a good scrum by the Lions. It's solid by them, and they. Well, there's a whole lot of shouting going on. I'm not sure who's got the advice. I think that sometimes the referee's just got to step in and say, hold on a second, guys.
Listen up, boys. That is unacceptable. That stops now. You understand me? Thank you.
Well done, Paul Mente.
Okay.
Well done indeed.
Stay low.
The shouting and screaming at scrum
Don't push
time
up,
when
boys.
one
Stay
side
low.
gets the ascendancy has
But
gone a
otherwise, we
little.
started well.
It's
Just
gone
stay
a
low.
little haywire, I think.
Let's go. In. In.
Indeed, Hugh, and if it's not controlled, it leads to a lot of ill discipline within the game.
Bind.
So the Lions back line very flat.
Set. Steady. Number one. Number one, you are driving up. Number one, driving up.
Well, the referee's just said all that shouting is unacceptable, so the player's not totally obeying him.
Mr. Masuku struggling to keep that back straight and driving up, and with the pressure applied to him by Snyman.
Just keep it up open.
Look at that, still holding the
numbers,
bind,
please.
but in his drive, moving forward, lost his footing there.
Some strong scrummaging too by Dandre Dechanar, the province tight head. They like to go to Tunison in the line out. That time they go a little bit shorter. Good counter more by the Lions, putting the pressure on the Lions 22-meter line.
Great pressure applied by
We are
Nhlabakanye,
inside. We are inside. Press, pushing up.
forcing
Stay straight.
Western Province on the back foot.
All right. We've got an injury, guys. Number 8 is injured.
So just having a look on the far side, he's blocked by the Lions pack of forwards standing around is Travis Gordon. Just looks like he's
What are we doing?
receiving some attention there.
In place. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go, boys. We're inside.
Looks like a
Well-
collarbone shot there.
It looks like he's going to leave the
No, we're
park
just waiting for the start.
after just 5 minutes, and so Frankie Horn comes on.
Okay, time back on. Let's go, boys.
Useful replacement is Frank Horn. But a sad end for Travis Gordon.
We are inside. Coach! Bind! Set! Steady!
Not quite sure
No
who will
stability,
take over the
just no
captaincy of
Come here,
the
guys. Come here.
Lions side. It could be Mark Fenter.
Come closer.
The number
Pegs.
6
Both pegs, come
flanker.
closer. Shoulders up. It's weight under feet. Come, boys. Coach! Bind! Set! Steady!
The Lions need to clear it and do a little Malensa. Oh, it's a terrific break by the outside centre, and he gets it away fantastically to Baxter. Has Baxter got the pace? Oh, he's looking on the inside. Well, it wasn't adjudged to be forward, but it was fantastic running off the ball by Pedro, the scrum half. Wonderful play by him. Gets now away by Mensah. Now a chance for Rousseau. Masuku.
That's a forward pass, guys. Let's come back for the penalty advantage.
Well, there's a penalty advantage to the Lions. So what a breakout
from the
this
last
by
ruck.
Mensah.
Brilliant line chosen and strong fend off on his opposition
Post is a call. Post.
center, on which is Waka Salon. But great support running as well by scrum of Pedro.
So Luke Rousseau, who takes up the kicking duties. Mark Morrison is also available as a place kicker. No problem for the centre. Taken there by Sangweni. Pedro, Morrison. Strong play in midfield again. Pedro, it's taken back, so Morrison
No, stop.
can't
Stop.
kick for
Everyone
touch.
stop.
Taken by Rousseau in midfield. Well, quickly read by the fly half, because on the inside there was Grobbelaar, the right winger, who, as Rousseau was looking to pass to him, Grobbelaar slipped. Will be a little wet underfoot. We had a bit of a shower earlier on, and so Chris Schroeder will lead the way here.
White, you're on the line. Yeah. Yeah.
Deliu, good clean line out take, not so good the
Advantage.
pass for Kitshoff.
Advantage
And
over.
here come the Lions again. Pedro. Strong work there by Jared Taylor. Pedro again. Chituka.
Release. You are a tackler. Release him.
Rousseau. Schroeder. That's also coming off the side of his boot. Pedro had Morrison with him. Rousseau. Well, he's seen that there's a lot of open space, and now it's on the bounce of the ball. And it's rolling away, and it's a brilliant kick ultimately by the inside centre. Out on the 5-metre line of Western Province.
A brilliant tactical kick by Luke Rousseau. Got the distance. Back in the green zone, 5 meters away from Province try line.
Stay 2 meters, please. Stay 2 meters. Thank you. Stay.
Taken cleanly by Deliu. And then again, there's a bit of a problem there as to who will be receiving that ball, and 1 or 2 passes going around. Matt Kitshoff getting 2 shocking passes in a row there.
Ball is bound to be wet with the showers we received not so long ago. So one thing that Western Province will look into, actually both teams, is to play a much tighter game. Increase the space of the pass and how far the ball has to travel, just to make sure it's a much cleaner receiving. There's that tactical kick, brilliantly done by Luke Rousseau. Getting the distance, bouncing perfectly.
There's the mark, guys.
Unluckily.
Time back on. Stay low.
Crucial time for Kosikana Masuku. The pack relying on him to hold his point,
Let's go.
keep his back low.
Bind. Set.
That's a strong scrum by the Lions, very
Advantage,
strong, good
standing
control at the back there by Frank Horn.
Stay here.
Pedro,
Okay. Both of them are correct. Both of them are correct. Let's go back for the penalty.
or Pedro following the referee
Penalty
to
standing up
see
under
if
pressure.
there's an opportunity for a tap and go.
Corner. Okay. Five is the middle.
Great impact in contact. Doing very well to close the gate and minimize the contest coming in from Province.
So going to the replacement, Frank Horn.
Okay. They are going forward. There is no maul formed. They are ball. They are going forward.
Nkosikana Masuku did very well in the previous scrum he just had.
Much better. Much better in the last game.
Kept low, strong back, driving short,
much better.
winning the contest in the hit. And that's what he'd like to do again as they maintain rather the forward momentum.
Coach! Bind! Set!
That's it.
No, it's not. Go back. Thank you.
Pedro. This was a lovely ball
Advantage
with
Province.
Sangweni, couldn't hold on. Advantage to Province. Good little jink there by Mostert. Alexander, they'll
No
go back
advantage,
for the
two
knock-on
knock-ons.
by the Lions player.
Torpedo pass from Pedro.
No.
Just high momentum or high velocity behind that ball for Sangweni to catch it. Also had his
Let's go, boys.
eyes on his opposition, not allowing him to securely get that ball in the breadbasket.
Coach! Bind! Set! Steady. Keep it up.
Province scrum has been
Number
very
two.
steady.
Number two popping up.
Damien Fenter, pointed out by the referee, popping up in the scrum. So both sets of front rankers have applied pressure. Big kick with the left boot by Chris Schroeder.
White, open up.
Another clean line-out ball was taken by Simon Miller.
Tackle!
Alexander, Schroeder, Krobela. Good cover tackle and good covering and good defensive line by the Lions on Kitshoff. Alexander, Schroeder to Liu.
He's the first one. He's the first one over the ball in a strong position, holding on.
Well, inevitably, if it's a strong position over the ball, it will be Mark Fenter.
Taking post. Okay. Post is the call. It's on the time.
Well, this may surprise the young men from the Cape, with Luke Rousseau aiming to boot this ball about 60 meters.
Lions understand that there's pressure on that lock board, and it has to be a points game, so every kickable opportunity that they have, they will want to take.
Well, he'll have to kick it a little bit more than 60 meters to clear the crossbar. Tendency can be to try and hit it too hard. Well, it's perfect in distance and over! Outstanding kick by the young inside centre. Good chase up, secured momentarily for
Blue knock on first. Okay.
by Pedro.
First one from blue, guys, and then second one from white. Their ball. Thank you. Thank you, Ernest.
So the referee just referring to his assistant and saying thank you for the call. Quite clear between the officials.
Yeah.
Solid aerial contest by
First
Angelo
was
Davids,
there,
applying
then-
pressure on Lions not to be able to secure that ball and play clean set pieces. But unfortunately, in that attempt, knocking it forward.
Right, let's go, coach! Bind! Set!
Morrison, and then the left winger, right winger rather, Horn coming in and booting away with the left foot. Mostert,
Blue, keep going back. Keep walking back, Blue.
Baxter, neat take by Baxter. Morrison, good follow-up tackling by Western Province.
In a strong
Earns them a
position.
penalty.
11 in a strong position, holding on.
Good play there by Angelo Davids.
Good technique, knowing that he was the first to get to the ball, not part of the tackle. Securing it for Province is Angelo Davids.
Schroeder.
Keep the line open, guys. Keep it open. Good contest.
And it's well stolen. Klapakane taking it to ground.
Stay last feet. Let's use 9.
Pedro.
Okay.
A useful clearance by the scrum half.
Water break, guys.
That was a good line-out contest done by Chituka. It's been one of the best competing locks, line-out competing locks in this competition. also working very hard in the breakdowns, as is a utility forward, not just a lock place flank as well.
So there will be plenty of instruction going on here. There's quite understandably quite a lot of tension amongst the players. Western Province know that they've got to get a bonus point win. The Lions know that they can afford to lose the game, but have to get a point out of it. But we were just chatting to the Lions coaching staff over the luncheon break, just saying one's got to be careful that you don't go out and defend a lead. But they've kicked two good penalties. The one by Luke Rousseau was a massive attempt. In fact, he could have probably been about 2 or 3 meters further back inside his own half. The amount of distance that ball cleared the crossbar. So getting quite muggy here at Emirates Airline Park following the shower of rain. Now the sun's come out. Quite heavy cloud around, but bright sunshine as you can see at the moment. This was a great break by Mensah. Got the ball out to the left on his left side for Selengbi. Now this was, and in fact it was a great pass by Selengbi on the inside. Wonderful running by Pedro, but well read by the Western Province defenders. Fenton with the throw. Away by Jared Taylor.
That is just accidental obstruction, scrum, Lions ball. Accidental. Keep quiet, guys, please. It's for the second time now. Accidental, scrum, Lions. Coach! Bind! Set!
Pedro Morrison. Work here for Mostert. Nicely taken by the fullback. Not a bad dab ahead either, and the bounce going the wrong way.
13.
On another day, that ball springs infield. The Lions would have their work cut out to stem a try.
John Mostert was looking just to
fullback 10, please.
hunt that ball
Number 10, fullback 10.
behind the Lions' defense.
Fenter overthrows. Well picked up there by Andre Hugo Fenter.
Number 8. 8 from the side.
Marcel Turnison pointed out by the referee. Now, if I were a so, I would kick for goal. Just to see if he could get the distance would be interesting.
Come on!
Good line out ball by Chituka.
Collapsing the mall.
Well, now we think the Lions will definitely go for goal. There's a lot of tension, a lot of unnecessary pushing and shoving and, to my mind, shouting. But one in the players' defence, there is a lot of competitiveness. Interesting tactic that, Martin, by the Lions.
Indeed is. They want to get closer to the try line, knowing that they have a strong maul.
Province.
Chituka will get to that ball, guaranteed. With his line speed, quite incredible with the support of Masuku and Tlabakanye.
Carl Schmidt.
Advantage number 8. Number 8. Advantage number 4 collapsing.
So the Lions are on a couple of advantages here. And now they've got that maul going forward slightly.
Release!
Pedro. Schmidt.
Use 9.
Pedro again. Taken forward by Horn. Tlabakanye has the ability to
It's held up,
burrow
guys.
over there.
It's held up. In here. It's held up. It's held up. Let's go back for the penalty. Penalty advantage. Number 8, we need to be very careful.
The disadvantage of not having a TMO in this competition.
Collapsing them all.
Just a little warning there too from the referee on the province skipper Marcel Tunison.
We take the line. Line in the
Tlabakanye
middle.
put all his weight behind that ball. Yeah, not in clear view on the screen.
Well, he's getting into the thick of the things, is Paul Mente. Down on his knees to make sure the decision is correct. Good take by Carl Smith
Good sack.
again.
Good sack. Use 9.
Pedro, Rousseau, then for Sangweni.
No hands.
Pedro again, Horn. Oh, and a pick up and go, and the try is given, and it is that lad in Tlabakanye. Got 2 tries in the game before,
And then also
and another one now.
He was arguing with Paul Mente that it was indeed a try that he scored before, and then took it upon himself again to jot it down.
I think I'm right in guessing the first St. Stithians man to play for SA Schools. Rousseau pops it over the crossbar.
Great support play there. Franco Horn taking it in with no fringe defense by Western Province. Tlabakanye picking it up and putting his name on the scoreboard.
And before the Saints old boys start shouting at me, I haven't forgotten about Lance Sherrill as Morrison's kick is charged down, but Pedro's done some tremendous work here. Oh, that could have been a high tackle, but it's Horn who gets away, and he gets it away nicely. Little run on the inside from Fenta. Intelligent play by the flanker. Morrison, Rousseau, Baxter, lovely ball out for Horn. Sangweni hovering on the wing and making good ground. The flank forward. Pedro is right there. Now in Tichuka. Morrison, good hands, as were Baxter's. Now this is terrific hands. Horn gets away, gets over the try line for the Lions. Beautiful working of the ball by the Lions players.
Franco Horn putting his name on the scoreboard. Incredible work rate from Sangweni, Fenta, and young man Frank Horn. With the overlap as well, the option he could have passed inside and also still scored the try, as in Selengbe had the opportunity as well.
Difficult angle for Luke Rousseau. Distance, not a problem. Direction is perfect.
Luke Rousseau slowly proving to have a golden boot.
Well, we said that Frank Horn was a good substitute for Travis Gordon, and this is why. Good take by Chituka.
Maul!
Pedro.
Ball was passed
Morrison.
Wait here. Lions, wait here.
Mostert. Now, what's on for Schroeder here? Throbala. Alexander, worked out by Bleela. Then for Mostert. Strong running by Fenta. Alexander, Bleela once again. Good at carrying the ball and quickly taken by Alexander. Could make a lot of ground here.
10 meters, play on.
Desperate defending by the Lions. Great play by
Good
Dylan
turnover.
Alexander.
Good turnover, he's got the ball. Holding on.
Well, that was good defending by the Lions and a little over-eager Western Province.
Dylan Alexander saw the opportunity to take it by himself, but that chase
And he had run 10 meters.
by Chituka, clear daylight and competed and secured the ball for the Lions. He did very well to retreat in that defense. First go past the 10-meter line and then went and tackled Dylan Alexander. It looks like Andre Ugo Fente.
Yoka is off. Okay. Sub is here. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go.
Well, the sub
Uka. stay inside
Jean-Jacques
15 minutes.
Kotza.
Yeah.
It may just be a temporary substitution for Andre Hugo Fenta.
Good sack. Stay here. Stay.
Tabakani. Morrison. Nice hands by Mostert.
Backwards, play on, backwards, play on.
And the Lions players stop moving, and so it's good cover by Davids. Tremendous play by the Province left winger.
He lost the ball, play
Alexander Bleela. Strong defense by Cal Smith. Schroeder nearly
Okay,
got the pass
advantage
away.
over.
There should be a try here. Was that forward? They can't check it. And the run, whoa, there's some tremendous back tackling here by the Lions players. Picked up by Kitsoff.
on. Okay. Held up, boys. Held up,
Well,
boys.
the Lions
Fighting
ultimately got out of it really well, but it was a wonderful bit of play there by, first of all, Chris Schroeder, and then Dylan Alexander.
Let's work harder.
Kitsoff very nearly over.
Okay, here's the mark, guys. Let's go.
Brilliant support play. The line. Marcel Tennyson running a brilliant line in support. Just without support there. It's Kitsoff not getting to jot the try down.
Come in, Lions, please.
Nonetheless, the advantage for Western Province.
Coach! Bind! Set! No. No. Come here, guys. Please come here. Okay. Come here.
Both packs not stable.
All right. Both packs, don't anticipate the calls. Listen to the calls. Don't anticipate them. Let's go. Coach. Bind. Set.
Looking for a power scrum, Province.
Advantage, standing up under pressure.
Solon.
Standing up under pressure, Lions. Standing up under pressure.
Skosukani Masugu
Scrum is the
not
call,
able
guys.
to keep
Please come in.
the pressure from Dandre Degenaar. Great contest between the two with a hit.
There's a mark. Come, boys, let's go. Flu,
A
come.
pure battle of strength.
Coach. Bind. Sit.
Quick feed by Alexander, and now the power coming from the Western Province scrum, controlled by the back by Tiernison. Penalty try, Western Province. They'll be very
Collapsing
happy
under
with
pressure.
that.
Collapsing
Western
under
Province
pressure.
with
Yeah,
that
penalty
scrum. Remembering now that the conversion doesn't have to be taken for a penalty try.
Great on the second shove in Bleuler, Venter and Degenaar holding that drive and forcing Masuku, Venter and Tlabakanye just to struggle in their attempt of scrumming.
Good control at the back of the scrum too by Tiernison.
All backwards.
Eventually grabbed by Jaliu, but one of the Province players has stayed down. Looks a little bit like it could be Salon.
Wait here, Lions.
Work here for Baxter. Morrison on the inside. Baxter decides to do his own thing,
Wait here, sorry.
and pretty usefully.
All right.
Unfortunately, as he was catching the ball,
Okay.
Ngiasa
Number 13
Lengbe
down.
made contact with him.
Just tie up your lace, please.
This is actually Zwillen Daba who's down. The outside centre. So instruction all round from the water carriers.
Okay. Let's go, guys, please.
It looks like Andre Hugo Venter, the son of the great Springbok flank forward, is back on in the number 22 jersey. I beg your pardon, he's in the number 27 jersey. Alexander, nice little dart by the scrum half.
Uh, 12, step back.
Picked up by Toulouse, support from Bliola.
Good turnover.
Venter, but it's well stolen there, and good play by Venter, the flank forward, and then the chase is on because nobody's at home for Province. Who has the pace? Is it Robillard? Yes, it is. Great
22.
cover by the right winger.
Play on.
Alexander. Now back, Morstead gets it away. Strong tackle there by Smith. Robillard trying to get it back in field. Carry there was by Jared Taylor for Province as well. Another one of those number 6 flankers who gets around the park very quickly.
Province was looking to make use of that
Okay, boys.
bit of space they had on the right
Province.
flank there. Just
Province,
unfortunately,
open up.
while kicking the ball, stepped out.
Taken by Horn. Good line out throw there from Damien
Collapsing
Fenter.
number 8 and number 3.
They're on the advantage of the Lions. Rousseau, Morrison. Your beautiful hands there from Baxter. Looking to
He's
get
correct.
it
He's
out
in the right
to
position.
Adrian
Let's go
Horn. They'll
back.
come back for the penalty for the Lions.
Okay. Time off. Number 8, come here. That is the official warning. That is the official warning. You collapse them all again, I will take further steps. Thank you. Number 8, number 3, collapsing them all.
Discipline will be the downfall of Province today. They have to correct that. A lot of warnings and penalties conceded from them.
Post is a call.
Well, it was quite clear from the referee. He's pointed out Marcel Chinison, who I must say, a talented player, the former captain of Grey College. Rousseau. Another good clean strike by the centre. The flags are up and the players will take half time. Well, it's 2 tries to 1 for the Lions. A couple of penalties by Rousseau, which one obviously a massive one. Half time, 23-7.
So you like it when things get personal. Introducing the ultimate sports app from SuperSport. With its all-new personalized features, now you can choose which sports you want to see. And get notifications for all the game-changing moments so you know when your team scores.
Brilliant! Just brilliant!
And you can then watch it again and again. Whatever you're looking for, we've got you covered.
That is it, South Africa! That is it!
Download the new SuperSport app for a highly personalized sporting experience.
Good morning and welcome to Emirates Airline Park, where the Salsi Sharks are playing the Blue Bulls. The Sharks, sitting on 4, would need to win this game with a bonus point, which is 3 tries more than the opposition. Sharks defending well in their own 22, and you heard the referee saying good turnover by Black.
Second advantage.
Quick opportunity capitalized there by Van der Linde. Seeing that there's an overlap, Mastrovino Jacobs and him relying on his speed, running on into that pass and scoring the try for the Bulls.
Nicely played by the Jonker. Now it's with Abrams. Charge down and good play there by Apollos. And this could be a try here. Easy try. And so they lead at halftime, 20 points to 0. Continuity there from Ottoman. Dubé also involved. Oh, well, this is wonderful running here. Absolutely fantastic. And the dive of triumph there. This area, they've got to keep it alive. They've got to keep the ball. Penalty 1. Quickly taken by Clairpool.
Oh.
Lovely bit of play by the scrum half and the first score for the Sharks in the game. Now Abrams.
Advantage over.
Malan. Rue. Ooh, now can it bounce for Jean Rue? Yes, it can. From the kickoff by the Sharks, you so often see a side score and then they don't control the kickoff ball, and it's power play as they rumble forward. The Bulls, Van der Linde getting it out wide, and inevitably it's Janku Ace who gets over for the try. Scored a few in this tournament from Jordan van Dijk, and now here they go. Job outstrips them all. Tremendous run down that touchline. Well, they haven't got too many men out here, but Abrams has read it beautifully on the inside. Zepu was there. The continuity is good by the Sharks. And
Not held in the tackle.
not held in the tackle, and a good try. The Bulls get into full flight inside the 22. Brody, lovely tap on. Now a chance here. This is really difficult defending because it's Stravino Jacobs. Brody.
Advantage over.
And advantage is over because of that. And the Bulls now really applying the pressure. Your line-out work has been really good. Kutsa clean through, and the fly half is going to make it here. No, he's not. Lovely support play on the inside. It's what the Blue Bulls are having a field day today. Well, once again, the Bulls really are in full cry now. Lovely hands now, Fenta, and pop up, and again the Bulls cantering in.
Working on the basics, making contact and releasing the ball into space to the support players. Ruben Beitel getting his name on the scoreboard. Akira Abrahams' work rate is quite impeccable, oxing that advantage line. Great acceleration, John Rue. Support play again, Takir Abrahams. An easy finish, LaRue Malan.
But here they come, they're strong on the run of the Bulls.
You are correct, both of you are correct. Not 10 in the last penalty.
Quick take, and well, it's almost a non-existent Sharks defense at the moment. 72 points to 26. The Bulls consolidate themselves at the top of the log. Back to Emirates Airline Park, where the Lions lead Western Province by 23 points to 7. But as we've seen so often, the game is not over as yet. The Lions need a win to get through to the final against the Blue Bulls. Western Province need a bonus point win to get through. Free State sort of hovering around, waiting to see where the Lions will lose by. I think we worked it out. What did we work it out, Martin?
43
about 43 points.
Yeah. It's really a game for the Lions to lose more than anything. But they're playing quite a structured game. Very good on the defensive lines. Not allowing Western Province to fire the speedsters they have on the wings in the name of Adrian, Angelo Davids, Walker Solon, Christopher Hrobler. They've been quite limited in the attack set pieces. But they did say, Coach Mzwa Kenkosi, that they're looking just to play a more structured game, worked very hard on the breakout defense, and it's quite evident with the scoreboard. And look at that first try that he scored was disallowed. We didn't have a clear view of that, but that's where Asinati Nhlabakanye put his name on the scoreboard. Quite a talented young man he is. Pedro has been looking or viewing this game quite from a vantage point and capitalize on all the opportunities he got to get the ball spread out wide. And who receives it? It's Franco Horn scoring his try. And this is where the penalty try came about. Struggling to hold the province scrum, Tlabakanye, rather Masuku. And through collapsing, province has been awarded the penalty try.
3 penalties to the Lions as well. One that massive effort by Luke Rousseau. Well, they're using their brains, the Lions coaching staff, taking the players down into the shady area of Emirates Airline Park. The province players departed to the change room, now emerge into the bright sunshine. Temperature now quite an energy sapping,
Just send the captain to me.
32 degrees. I see somebody coming onto the field. It is Brendan Fenter. Comes on as a replacement. And that would be for Zwelendaba.
Yeah, they have 1-1. Candy, you good? Province?
So 40 minutes to go in the round table part of this under-21 competition. It's been a tough competition. The players had to fly back to and from their various their various provincial centres. Shoulder touched and good play by Fenta. Tabakanye. Pedro. They decide to go that side of the park, and it's not a bad decision as this try will be scored. Wonderful work there by Selengbe.
Incredible lower body strength Ngia Selengbe has. Very minimal space, keeping it within play, carrying over the try line. Simon Miller scoring the try, Selengbe.
So the start to the second half that the Lions would have dreamt of. Luke Rousseau. And that one immediately he sort of disappointedly picked up the kicking tee. Kicked brilliantly so far. 160 plus meter penalty.
Ball, please.
Well, the referee called for a ball, and now we have 3 on the field. Schroeder. Sangweni.
Use 9.
Pedro. Very good chasing up by Adrian Horn. He's a strong young man, that Adrian Horn on the right wing for the Lions. Damien Fenter with the throw. Up went Selingby, but it's good play again by Mark Snyman, Morrison, Clavacanye, Pedro, Morrison. Again, it's on the bounce of the ball, and it's going to go over the dead ball line as Angelo Davids just shepherds it over there. So they'll go a long way back and a long way forward for Western Province.
Quite unfortunate. He was looking for the distance, hoping that it'll be bounce out. And we're back on the Lions 10.
Saw Simon Miller just trotting up to that scrum, looking a little bit laboured. As the players get some relief from the sun going behind what is quite heavy cloud.
Bind! Set!
Alexander, neatly played. Little double around by Fenter now. Some space on the outside. Loosens up Krobala.
Tackle!
Alexander.
Number 5.
Now they're bringing the forwards,
three,
and that's a
advantage, number
thumping
three, number
tackle
five,
there by Nklabakanye. Alexander Blierler, helped on by Dechana. Comes for the scrummage half back again. They're all at close quarters, are Western Province.
He's good. Number 5, number 3, offside.
Penalty goes the way of Western Province.
A bit over eager there on defence. Nklabakanye and Snyman. Or rather Carl Smith. But what they're doing very well is to stop Western Province in their forward momentum, cutting legs and allowing that space or that momentum that they will build up in the tackle to be quite minimal.
Good control by Delu, then the ball taken forward
Number 6.
with some,
Number 6 right on the ball.
well, once again, it is Mark Snyman, the former pupil at Helpmakar College, South African Schools in 2017. Some of the
on the line.
Province players
On the line,
looking
Province.
to go on. William Keenan is standing up, as is Xavier Haupt. Lovely ball there for Cal Smith. Oh, and now this is it.
Chituka.
This is it. This is it.
Chituka.
Chituka. Oh, what a pop up there for Pedro. But Manny Chituka, what a run that was. He won the 800 meters at Northcliffe and nearly won the 90 meters here at Emirates Airline Park. But little Ronaldo Pedro followed up beautifully and did the rest.
Emmanuel Chituka, brilliant line selection, cutting back in, strutting down. Just caught there, but brilliant support play by Pedro, finishing and putting his name on the scoreboard. What a run by Chituka. Picture perfect pace.
Rousseau adds the 2.
Morrison released Chichuka into space. A brilliant pass from him with great intent, hunting down that white line. With the perfect pop to Pedro, putting his name on the scoreboard.
He's at work again, Chichuka.
9, ball is available, use it. Use it, 9.
Yeah, that's a situation I do believe is when the scrum half should be leaving it or giving it to the fly half
just hold it,
in good space.
Hold
It
it.
was good ball for
He's the second man
Morrison
that touched the ball.
to take a far
keep the
more
line open.
definite aim.
Give them numbers.
Nonetheless, coming off a very good try, the
Okay.
scrum half.
Okay, 5-5. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go.
So it is Kotsa who is now on the field for Western Province. Tapped down by Delu, then the run forward from Xavier Haupt.
Advantage.
Alexander, the
ground.
province on
Number
an
7.
advantage here. Strong
Under pressure.
defensive work.
Number 7 playing the ball on the ground.
So the tap and go away for Kotsa.
No, leave it. Thank you. Advantage.
Well, here
Yeah.
goes Chichuka again. That was a seriously dangerous pass, but he got away with it. A man on the outside, man on the inside.
You're sealing off. Leave him.
Well, it's a to and fro game at the moment as the province get it out, and this is a run for the line, and what a run for the line it is by Jared Taylor. Fantastic counter try by Western Province.
Keenan William identified that the
You see the same picture.
Xerox Golden Lions defense was misplaced. Took that ball quickly. And in position was Jared Taylor. Paced down the 15 and put his name on the scoreboard.
So the first kick at goal for Chris Schroeder. First try being a penalty try, no conversion needed. Hasn't had a penalty kick at goal. And the flags stay down.
There we see Keenan Williams saw a misplaced Golden Lions defense, and in support, Jared Taylor.
Morrison. Well, so often we've seen the ball clearing the head of a
Good
would-be
turnover. Leave it. Leave
catcher.
it. Good turnover.
Well, that's intelligent play by Pedro. Bounce on the ball. Has he got it in? It's a try. Wonderful play by the little scrum half. And we'll have a look for that tap ahead. The ball sprung loose, and instead of going with his hands, it was a perfectly placed little tap forward. There we are.
Oh, just getting to that ball just before it bounced out. And scored the second try. Yes, Pedro.
So we've had but 13 minutes in the second half and already 4 tries. Had a longish chat to Jerome Parvata, the Western Province coach, who said that they had given all their players in this competition an opportunity to prove themselves. Not always picking their number one team in terms of the best 15 that they have. The conversion from Rousseau is wide, but Jerome saying that they had, just used the competition to assess the talent that they have with the lack of rugby during the course of the South African lockdown.
Time off.
Joshua Muller taking the field. So Bleera and Jared Taylor leaving the park. The kick is a good one, well chased up by Davids. Coming out for Kloosman. Daniel Kloosman on a scrum half. These little scrum halves have practice and practice and practice their passing. They have very crisp, lovely service like that to Kitsoff. A lot of replacements now on the park, particularly for Western Province. Taken forward there by Kotsa. Kloosman, he's had the ball, just come on, he's had the ball about 5 times in the last 25 seconds. And Kloosy goes again. Well, strong marking there onto Tyrone Maritz. So in fact, Western Province have just about used up their entire bench. Liu is looking a little bit the worse for wear, holding his shoulder. He's played plenty of this tournament, Dylan Deleu.
Number 2, you have been subbed. Let's go, boys. You have been subbed. Well done. Okay.
So
Time off.
Donnell Osangu comes on for the Lions at hooker. He replaces Damien Fenter. Can be happy with his 54.5-minute performance.
Yeah, we're inside. Boys, stability. Don't rush. Stability, both packs. No? Okay, good.
Province pack now. Rinsberger, Möller to compete against Masuku and Tlabakanye.
Coach! Bind! Set! Going down.
Straight sucking Joshua Möller.
18. Number 18 overextending. Okay, it's fine. We don't speak on a penalty here. Hold back 10, please. Right there. Thank you.
Jean-Jacques Kotsa not happy with that situation. The Lions as yet just with their 2 replacements on the field. Smith, Pedro, Morrison, Tlabakanye. Holds off one, holds off another. Pedro, nice little dummy there. Whoa, and the runaway is very good. And then the support is brilliant. Will that fall correctly for the Lions?
Off the feet.
Pedro Lovely hands by Klapakanya.
From the side, number 7.
Well, there are quite a lot of
7 from the
penalties
side.
being given away at ruck time, as we've seen plenty of times in this tournament.
Sabakanya bulldozing through that Province defense. 1-2. Sucking in 3 more defenders there.
Horn shows that he has a useful left boot on him.
Line is the middle.
Throw by Kotza. Take by Delu. Kluisman. Good hands. Schroeder. Then Kutsov up in that back line. Pace shown by Fenta. Referee indicating
Knock on, offside.
offside by one of the
Knock on,
Province players.
offside.
It was knocked on, and then the Province player in front of the offender played the ball. William Keenan on, so the entire bench of Western Province on the park.
Eight.
Remember that the final next week is on the Friday, the 30th of October.
Okay. Knock on, Essie.
Steal by Province is good at line out time. Now a chance for Fenta. Kluisman,
Backwards, play
little
on.
run forward there from Miller. Kluisman again, cuts off. Line of defence good for the Lions at the moment.
Play on, he's on his feet.
Picked
Good
up
turnover.
by Horn. Not a bad little jab by Pedro. This is all on the bounce of the ball. And it's bouncing correctly. Oh, no, it's not for
Knock on.
Horn. So
on.
close
Into touch.
for Horn, the right winger. There's one on the as a replacement for Travis Gordon, Frankie Horn.
He was the first man. He was
This
in a
is
strong
Adrian
position.
Horn.
He could play the ball. The ball was knocked
Just
into touch.
bouncing to the right,
got
not
options
being
there,
able
isn't
to get his hands on it.
Well,
Knocking it
so
forward.
often you see Martin, I mean, all that ball had to do was hop up.
Yes.
To try. Just hopped away from Horn.
Centimeters out of reach.
Okay, time off. Okay, guys, we've got an injury. Let's take the water break. Water break, guys. Let's take a water break now.
So it's a good idea
an
to
injury.
take the water break when there is an injury. And Tiane on the field now for the Lions as they produce the third of their replacements. I must say that the Lions lost Travis Gordon early on, but Frank Horn has been a very able substitute.
Impeccable work rate from Frank Horn and Sibusiso Sangweni, with great support from Carl Schmidt and Emmanuel Chituka, working very hard on the breakdowns. A lot of turnovers we've seen going towards the Lions.
Well, it looks like Pedro's day is done. This is Frank Horn, oh, not Adrian Horn, I beg your pardon. Very nearly over. Good chase back by the Province defenders.
Let's go, guys.
And Pedro's day is over. He will be replaced by Ndudla.
Well recovered there view. You can see the body language between the two sides. Lion still looking hungry, quite eager, looking fresh, whereby the Western Province a bit gasping for air.
Also on the right wing, Tsatsane.
You're too forward. That is a mark. Yeah, that is a mark. Come forward a little bit. Right, turn back on.
The last couple of scrums have been good on the side
Don't
of the
rush.
lines.
Don't rush. Stability. Let's go. Coach! Bind! Set! Okay. No. That side. That side. Yeah. Come here, guys. Kwacha, just, yeah, please. Yeah. Okay, all right, come here.
Just looking for
Because the whole
drier
field-
ground.
Yeah, unfortunately, the whole field is messed up. Shoulders up, shoulders up. Feel closer.
Kotza, Rainsberger, Joshua Miller in the front row for Western Province.
Coach! Bind! Set! Collapsing.
Oh, Ringsberger struggling
Number
against
17 going straight to
Masuku.
ground. Going straight to ground, number 17.
See, Masuku had a
Line
change of
middle.
boots. I think that aids in him having a much stronger scrum. Straight on the
All right.
head there. Ringsberger even losing his bind.
Thank you very much.
Jordan Hendricks coming onto the field for the Lions, so they're producing just about all their reserves. Achenbach and Boomer still to appear.
Advantage, secking a lifter. Secking a lifter. Secking a back lifter. Secking a back lifter. Him. Number him. Yeah, that one. Secking a back lifter. You can only sack the jumper once the jumper lands on the ground. He sacked the back lifter, he cannot do that. And that is your warning again. The mark is here on the 15. Line out was not over yet.
So Morrison with the safe little jab into touch. Masuagu will feed this line out. Chituka at the front. It goes to Horn.
Maul! It's going sideways, number 9. That is once.
Well, there's a
fine.
lot of
You're
shouting and screaming going on here, and the Lions making a bit of ground.
Try. It's on the ground.
Well-deserved reward for Chituka. A lethal jumper, great line speed, one of the best competing jumpers, line-out jumpers in the competition thus far. Putting his name on the scoreboard. Great drive, great support there. Sabakanya in the front with Masuku. And with great control at the back was Chituka and Darnell Osogwu. They can be proud of themselves for that attempt.
Also, the Lions now, with 15 minutes to go, or 14 and a bit, certainly looking handsomely like getting a bonus point in off by Rousseau. Fantastic kicking exhibition by the Lions centre. Good chase up there by Davids, who's had precious few opportunities in this match. The left winger of Western Province.
Come here, boys.
Most kickoffs have been kicked more in his direction, knowing that he has great capability to compete in the air. We saw that brilliant try last week that came from him with a well contest where he caught the ball and scored the try right from there.
I'm going to give you time.
And to do that,
Coach!
to feed this scrum,
Bind!
Pedro can be very happy with his two-try performance this afternoon.
We keep the gap. We keep the gap. Don't rush. We keep the gap. Let's go.
Masuku and Tlabakani has been replaced by Boomer and Achenbach rather.
Take a longer bind. Longer bind. Don't bind on the shoulder. Coach! Bind! Sit! Okay, ball is at the back. Use it.
And to do that, Rousseau. Oh, look at that for a beautiful cut by Malense. Continuity is good for the Lions as well. Duda there very quickly. Inside the Western Province 22 now. And Duda taken by Horn. He's had a powerful performance, Horn. Morrison away there nicely. And the overlap is almost there for Tsatsane. Digging for it was Horn. But a really good build-up by the Lions just comes to an unfortunate end.
Unfortunately in contact. Chituka losing the ball. He went into the head, leading with a ball in hand, making it easy for Davids to dispossess him
Number 19
with the tackle. What a performance it has been by Chituka. Definitely a contender for man of the
number
match.
4.
Chituka now leaves the scene as
number 19.
Mark Snyman comes back onto the field in the
just
number 24 jersey.
Number 4. Thank you. Number 4.
So we've seen some good line-out play. This is a lovely breakout there
Time back
by
on.
Malense.
Let's go. They scores 8. Scores 8.
Malense ran into that pass, making sure that he received the ball right on the advantage line.
Coach! Bind! Set! Pushing early. Pushing
Free
early
kick
province.
to the Lions. And Duda away for the flanker Sangweni. He's also had a work well. All the Lions have played pretty well. And the province, of course, playing their heart out. Osagu, who was in that movement, setting it up for the Lions. And Duda, Horn coming with power and pace. That should be the ball game as the Lions move into the 50s.
With great power and pace indeed, Frank Horn puts his name on the scoreboard. Quite an intentional carry he did there. In contact, being able to shift the weight off and bouncing off, stepping inside, scoring the try.
Rousseau lining up his 11th kick at goal. Schroeder's had 1. No problem.
Coming in at a brilliant angle there. There's Franco Horn. Cut it back inside. Forced John Moster to defend with his inside shoulder, which being the weaker one. And scored that try.
Great follow-up and possession gained by Western Province. It was superb play
Backwards.
for them. Liu just unable to hold on to that. This is Fenta. Strong tackle on him. Lions defense is held up strongly, just giving away the 2 tries today. Kluisman, Krobela, Kutzhoff, getting it away there for Joshua Miller. Well, there's nowhere to go as Cal Smith makes a really good tackle. Then the ball out wide for Krobela again. Strong tackle coming in from
Offside.
Tsatsane.
Offside. Offside.
Liu. It's been a tower of strength for Province in their line-outs. And the burst forward
Try.
and try is given. I might
Thank
say a bit of a consolation prize as getting up with it is the skipper,
100%.
Turnison.
In his attempt to secure turnovers, been battling a bit of discipline, received quite a few warnings. And their effort paying off right now, putting his name on the scoreboard.
Good conversion by Schroeder.
Coming to the drive, driving through is the defense of the Lions.
Morrison.
Two bites. You missed it. You missed it the first time. Just come down. Just come down. Just come down, please.
Schroeder.
Medic, just look at number 5, please.
Well, it looks like Cal Smith is down with the final looming in
Time
less
off.
than a week's
Number 5
time.
is a jumper, guys.
The Lions
They
will
don't have a
not
jumper.
want
It's a line out,
any
they don't have a jumper. Number 5 is a
injuries. See whether Carl Smith is able to continue. Remember, both sides have emptied
Right.
their
Turn back on.
benches.
Let's go, guys.
And Smith soldiers on.
Stay
Liu,
wait.
Kluisman, Schroeder. Through the hands, but all a little bit static by that Province backline. Svente took the ball a little bit static, and the men on the outside unable, although there was a rush defense by the Lions, closing them down very quickly. Liu.
Release!
Been impressed with his work rate. Kluisman again. Now the pick up by Horn. In fact, it's a brilliant pickup by, I think, one of the front rankers there. Now the kick ahead by Ndudula was good. And a game of cat and mouse goes on in that far corner.
Bowling on isolated.
Well, quickly taken, and the reach
Advantage.
of the line I think might have been
Advantage
dropped.
province.
Could have been a TMO type decision now. Oh dear me, they're playing catch up in their own in-goal area here. Our Western Provinces. Kurtzhoff
No
goes.
advantage, boys. Yeah, under pressure. Let's go back.
Ngiaselengbe restart to score the try. Quite marginal.
No con.
And yet again, with the disadvantage of not having a TMO in the competition, can't have a look at that.
What is wrong, guys? Let's go, bind, please. Let's go.
Province looking to run it out from the 22. But the rush defense of the Lions, quite on detail.
Coach!
Well, the Province backline sort of
Bind.
standing a little bit as if they might run it or attempt to run it out from their own in-goal area. Scrum's good.
They are not doing anything wrong. They are just going
Scrum
back.
is still good. Kluisman. Fenter had to recover the ball. Brendan Fenter there from an awkward
Knock on
position.
advantage. That's a knock on. That's a knock on. In the
Bit of
last
trouble
round,
in
guys
the
did well,
Province
but they didn't
camp.
do anything wrong. They were just
Miscommunication.
so that's why they didn't play advantage. But let's go, guys.
They were
Well
looking
done.
to
Keep it like that.
run the ball out. Maybe the better option would have been to relieve from pressure and kick
They
it out of
didn't do
space.
anything wrong. They just
But right
continued.
there,
All right, let's go, boys.
miscommunication where the ball is passed without the other anticipating it.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come in. Coach! Bind!
Espresso! Espresso!
Sit! No.
And
Hands in the
Delula.
scrum. Number 9, hands in the scrum. Hands in the scrum.
Province still have some fire left in their
Yeah,
scrum. Quickly taken. Kurtzhoff. Now what's on here for Brendan Fenter?
Release.
Not an awful lot. Kluisman. Tillou caught a little bit unawares there. Front rankers
turnover.
called
Leave
into
it.
action. The
Robbie, leave it.
turnover is good by the Lions. And Dudula, Rousseau, out deep for Malense. Oh, and the big centre just bouncing off a couple of tackles there. Eventually it's
Good turnover.
Grobela
Good turnover.
who does some good work, does Grobela. Now Davids, this is a race. This could be an interesting race as now they get the ball wide again. Well
a
taken
pass.
there by Mostert. Mostert stretching those legs, and the continuity is good from Province. Wonderful burst away,
Advantage.
picked up by
Holding him on the ground.
Kurtzhoff. Those players must be exhausted now. Those ball carriers. Mostert away there nicely for Tyrone Moritz. Now Kluisman, Schroeder, Fenter decides to go that route, and it's too far.
Number 20. Taking the man on the ground.
This man's work rate has been quite impressive. Secured another turnover, second one in the game today. Just out of fatigue, running out of pace, and a brilliant pass.
Okay, time off.
To
You don't
John
have a ball.
Mostert.
Time off. Ball, please. Time
Well,
back on.
the result, as you can see, is a foregone conclusion. And so next Friday, the final of this under-21 tournament will be played between the top of the log Bulls and the Lions. It will be an interesting encounter. Remember that the
numbers.
Lions won in the round robin
There are
game, but
5.
the Bulls have
Adjust,
been
guys. How many are you?
revolving their
5,
team
thank you.
quite a bit, and they may come to
Okay,
the
thank you.
next
Let's go.
Friday. They may
Time
come
back on.
with their big guns.
Chituka went off earlier as he had a great man of the match performance.
Well, it's one of those
Yeah,
games
he
with a whole
he's the
host of
first man in a
contenders
strong
for
position.
man of the match.
Penalty.
Horn, who
24
came on
in a
as a
strong
replacement very early. Mark Sneyman is always there, but the man of the match will be Emmanuel Chituka. And so Paul Mente had his hands full a little bit, the referee today, with a lot of shouting and urging and instruction to the referee from the players. I thought maybe at times it was a little bit too much, but ultimately the Lions, via the 54-19 comprehensive win for them, go through to the final against the Blue Bulls next Friday.
I'm just going to change it to coach and see otherwise we can